I just saw a Facebook marketplace ad that just said all this stuff is outside, help me out yourself. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to try something a little bit different. So instead of going through all my sales, mainly because I've shipped them already and I didn't have time to film, I'm going to go through sort of my process of how I photograph my books and other bits. Mostly I've got books just because I thought it was easier and I had a lot of books stocked up, and I've got some other bits as well, but I'll probably just try and concentrate on the books for now because they're big and bulky, and I need to sort of try clearing some. I've been not putting off. I've just been trying to get other stuff listed and get stuff posted, and there's just been a bit of a snowball effect. So yeah, I'll go through my process for what I'm going to do with these. So there's sort of various bundles. They're pretty much ready to go. So some of them had stickers on from the shop, which I've taken off. I've sorted them into piles already. So I can quickly show you what kind of piles I've got. So I've picked these up yesterday. So I paid £2.99 for this bundle of Paddington books. It's more than I'd usually spend. I thought I could get about 13 quid, so I thought, oh, it's probably worth it. But looking at sold now, probably not quite so much. But that's okay. I'll probably list them for tenner maybe and just see how they do. There's still profit to be made, but yeah, probably not as much as I would have liked. I've still got the Sweet Valley High books, which I've not listed. I picked these up the other day. Load of Ian Banks books. I actually got a massive haul. I've taken it all pretty much all up the loft. There's a few, that's what they were from, and there's a few other ones dotted around. I just saw a Facebook marketplace ad that just said all this stuff is outside, help me out yourself. So I went down there and to see what was there, and there was just tons and tons of books. So I loaded up my car and I went on my merry way. Most of what I've seen so far isn't great, but I can probably bundle it in with stuff. Those I can bundle in. There were just 3 Ian Banks ones. I can bundle them all in together. But there was one or two. So there's this one on its own, which I've got to list. Get these out of the way. So this one, 50 chairs that changed the world. There's a bit of sun damage on the spine, but that should go for about 20 odd quid, I think. There's one that's sold for that, and there's only one listed for the same price. So yeah, you probably list it for that and see how that does. For some reason I keep thinking it's about toilets. I don't know why. I think it just says 50. I keep expecting to say 50 toilets, or I don't know. Maybe toilets are in there. That's probably a chair that saved the world. I've got these Barbie ones, which I picked up. I got as part of that big bundle I got from the Rock Up. So I've got to get those listed. I've actually added to this pile because I found some more in a charity shop. So yeah, that's even bigger now. So that's good. Other various ones. So I've got a couple of Stephen Kings, which I'm going to bundle together. These I picked up the other day, which I don't know what they're worth. Volga Viking and Astrosaurus. So just a sort of couple of small bundles I'll do there. Some Mr. Gum, which sort of hit and miss for me. They sort of sometimes do okay, sometimes don't. But that's missing book number 3. And then if you can see down there, there's some Ben Elton. I'm in the light probably. Some Ben Elton books down there as well. Which again, where did I get those from? Can't even remember now. Oh, I got them in a charity shop the other day as well. That was it. So yeah, on Saturday I went to a charity shop for no apparent reason because I've got tons of stock, but just felt the urge to buy some stuff. While I was there, I got some of these. Philip Reeve, I've not heard of them. Mortal Engines, but there was like 3. I think there's actually 4 in the set. But they're just like quite cool looking books, I thought. Be tempted to read them myself if I had more time, and if they don't sell for a while, maybe I will. That's type of rubbish that I like to read. So yeah, those to get listed. These have been sitting around for a little while, well, a couple of weeks. Roman Mysteries. So I think it's book 1 to 9. But it's missing number 8, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to bundle those all up together. Some White Dwarf magazines, which I thought about splitting into 2 lots because it's just over 2 kilograms, but I think I'll just bundle it all together and just put the price up on the postage, because to be honest, there's not much savings. So if I sent them individually, they'd cost about £3 each. Send them all together, it would cost about £6, so it doesn't really make much difference. So yeah, I'll probably just bundle those all up together. I've got those in the charity shop for £1 each, so hopefully I'm hoping for about 25 on those. But it was more of an experiment because I used to love the Games Workshop White Dwarf stuff. White Dwarf magazines. I've still got tons of my own ones from when I was younger, so I yeah, thought I'd grab those. I've got these which have been sitting on the shelf for a while. They are Read with Biff, Chip and Kipper, which is quite difficult to say. So it's like there's some phonics books, there's some first stories. I've actually got, so they go up in level. I don't know if you can see on the little edge, they've got 1, 2, 3. But there's also 4, 5 and 6, which I've got here. Again, I was going to bundle them all together, but I think I might do them separately because I think it kind of, that's the 2 reading levels, is like 1 to 3 and 4 to 6. So yeah, I'll do that. But then also it means they're under the 2 kilogram weight limit for small parcels. So I think that will probably be easier. I'll show you this, a load more magazines, some World of Interiors. I've been trying to get as many of these listed as I can. You can see I've got some there, I've got some there. I've also got another 2 bundles listed. I think I might have some more down there as well. I've got another, do I have another lot? No, I think I've got another 2 lots listed, but I put them straight back up the loft. Sorry, 3 lots I put straight back up the loft, and this lot, once they're listed, I'll probably get them back up the loft as well, just because they're really big and bulky and take up a lot of room. And then finally, one thing I've been meaning to get listed, which I will do, is Dream Phone. So I'm going to get that listed. I've checked it all works fine, it's all complete. I paid, I think it was 50p in a charity shop, but I think it was everything half price as well, so I think it probably cost about 25p, and that should go for about 15 quid. So but yeah, it'd be good to get that out of the way. It's just been sitting up the loft since beginning of Jan, I think it was, I got it. So yeah, that's the plan. So now I've put this all on here. I've got to get it all out of the way because this is my photograph bench, and I will show you once I'm set up and how I just go about taking the pictures. Right, so I've got my ring light set up. It's all tidied off, and I've got my magazines to go on. So I just check them over. So these ones are a little bit dusty on the edge, but just give them a little clean off. I sometimes just use a wet wipe just to clean them off. Also with my ring light, there's different settings you can have on it. So I've got it on the brightest you can have it, and then there's different sort of light settings you can have. So that's a bit like a warmer light. I think that's more supposed to be like natural, or that one. I can't remember which one I usually have it on now. I think I might go with that one. Yeah, I don't, whatever you feel works best for your photos, I guess. But that does look a bit yellowy, doesn't it? Maybe I'll go with the white one. I'll go with that one. Why not? So then, I'll just get them set up. So I haven't got much space to work in, so I sort of work with what I've got. These magazines I've got so used to sort of setting them up now. I know how to how many I can fit and how best to lay them out, and I'll lay them all out the same, so all my photos look the same. September, October, November. This one's actually missing one of the months, missing June 1997, but that's okay. I'll just list it as an incomplete set and just lower the price by whatever that one works out as. And then on my camera, on my phone, I take all my pictures on my phone. So you'll see on here, you can see the settings. So I go to there and I set it to a square picture, and I set it to vivid, so it just makes all the colours pop a little bit better, and the square picture just sits a bit better. Most of this I've sort of picked up from, I think it was Mel did a video about taking pictures, fun enough, of books. So all these settings is kind of, I think, what she does as well. So she may have changed it now, but I find it actually works quite well for me. And so there we go. And then, as simple as that, I'll take some pictures. Sometimes the ring light, because I don't have much room, it gets in the way. So I just move it to the side, like that. And I'll take a few close-up ones, like that. And then I put them back in order. You could do this, obviously, first. I'm being awkward. Dust. So then I line them all up nicely, take another picture of the spines all lined up, and then I zoom in again on these, because it's got the actual month and year and name of the magazine, and then I just rotate them and take pictures around the edges. Make sure they all stay lined up. And there we go, that's them done. So I'll probably get these put up the loft rather than trying to find room on my shelves. So I'll just move these out the way. Ooh, they are not light. They are pretty heavy. And that's it. And then I'll just keep taking pictures. So I'll do that in bulk, and then I will just slowly get them listed as and when. I'll probably try and get some listed tonight. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I do. So this is, if you want to know what my sort of workbench is, this is something I found like a few houses down a little while ago now. It's just, I don't even know, I think it's like a kitchen caddy or something it is. It's got a little drawer, it's got a little shelving underneath, big gap underneath, and for me it's just, it fits in there perfectly. And then I can just use the white wall behind it as the backdrop. Also got this little ridge around the outside, which is quite handy for when I'm taking pictures of vinyl, even pictures of books. You can just sort of stand it in that, and it just leans against the wall very happily. So there we go. What I will do is go through some other pictures. I might try and do a time lapse, because I've not done one of those on this phone camera. So yeah, might try and do a time lapse and just go through as many pictures as I can before it gets too late in the evening. Right, I'll do that now. Right, there's the photos done. You might notice I've just sort of thrown them on the shelves in the old house. That's generally how I do it. It's not the best way probably to do it. I should probably have a skew system, but because I've got sort of such small room, you know, it's quite difficult to. I'd have to sort of do it per shelf, but then I move things around all the time, so I think it would just be a nightmare. At some point, if I ever have some other way of doing it, I will do that and have it skewed instead. But at the minute, this kind of works. I've only ever almost lost 1 or 2 items, so it's not too bad. With obviously the book bundles, it's fairly easy to spot them. They might be further back or a bit further down, but they're generally pretty easy to find. So there we go. I hope you found that interesting. Please let me know in the comments. Is that a sort of similar setup to what you have? Do you have other ways of doing it? Please let me know. I'm always happy to mix things up if it's going to be more efficient for me. Yeah, so let me know. It'd be interesting to see other people's point of view. But there we go. That was 15 listings. I'm going to get those listed. Get a few listed tonight. Get a few more listed tomorrow, and then we'll do it all again. I'm gonna just keep doing. Got loads more books to get through, and loads of other bits as well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's a lot of new faces here, which is great to see. I had a sudden burst of people, something hit the YouTube algorithm, which was very nice. So yeah, that's lovely to have more people here. But I still have a goal of 1,000 subscribers, which I'm still edging towards. But if you're not subscribed, please do. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.